The Heart of Enmity is the best method of farming armor needles, moon's eyes, or basically any relics you would possibly need, including dome splinters, as you can see from my bank right here. This video I'll be showing you how to properly fight the Enmity. Let's get right into it. First off, let's talk about your build and your equipment. Starting off with your build. The Enmity has high mantra resistances, so for your build, you want to use a build that focuses more on M1s rather than your mantras. The Silent Heart build is not a must-have, but I run Silent Heart, so I'm able to switch between my weapons. Silent Heart is like the most consistent build to solo with, which is the reason why I use it. However, if you are not soloing, any other M1 builds work, and Link Striders are very helpful also. As for equipment, the two notable things I am wearing are the Warlock's Mantle, which gives you overflowing dam for only 5 intelligence, and the Enchant Deep Delver, so I'm able to parry unparryable attacks from the boss. I am wearing Ishin's Ring, however this is not recommended until you have mastered the boss fully. The rest of my kit is a mix between DVM and monster armor, as I'm also prioritizing survivability. However, you could go full DVM for maximum damage if you wanted to. The most important of all though is posture. You want as much posture as you can possibly get, so that you're able to hold block against the enforcers and so you don't get instantly guard broke by every single swing by the Enmity. Further adding on to the build, it's highly recommended you do run Brick Wall because the Stomp attack will apply true knockdown and both of his unparryable attacks do ragdoll you. So if you mess up at all, it will be a much more dangerous situation. Weapon choice. I'm using an Enforcer's Axe and a Pale Briar. The reason why I use an Enforcer's Axe over an Errant Spear is because the Enmity is immune to all bleed damage, meaning the Errant Spear overall will deal less damage than the Enforcer's Axe. For the enchants, I run Wild on both my weapons as he's also immune to all enchants, and Wild is the best enchants for dealing with the enforcers. With all that aside, let's get into how to actually fight him. I'll be going over all of his attacks, then attack patterns, and I'll also be showing you how to deal with the enforcers quickly and efficiently. Starting it off, the Enmity has 2 attacks that are a combo of sort. A double swing as shown, and an attack where he stomps then slams his axe down. Be wary of his stomp, as if you don't have Brick Wall, it will apply true knockdown similar to Ascension from Star Kindred. Next, he has a grab move, which has a bit of a delay where he will crouch down and pick you up. This attack is unparryable unless you have the Enchant Deep Delver on. This move may take a bit of getting used to parrying or dodging because the timing is a bit odd, but with practice, it's not too bad. The Heavy Swing. This is also only parryable if you have the Enchant Deep Delver equipped. This attack catches a lot of people off guard due to how fast the swing is when mixed in with the slow startup of his grab move. You want to look out for him winding up a swing in combination with the unparryable sound effect then immediately pressing F or dodging. The Enmity does have an axe throw as a ranged attack, however you don't really have to worry about this too much, other than when you're switching out of an ally or if you're actively creating distance and running away from the boss. Lastly, his Enforcer Summon. He summons 3 enforcers that are stronger than normal ones. The enforcers he summons do not have a spin attack or a pull like normal enforcers. This move generally causes people the most issues in their Enmity runs, however there is an easy way to deal with them solo if no one is aggroing them. What you want to do is as soon as you see him start spawning enforcers, you want to switch over to your Pale Briar. Pop your runner back with Sacred Field, then crit just before they fully spawn in. The second the enforcers spawn in, you want to auto scream for extra damage and posture damage. When they initially spawn in, you want to try and parry one of their kicks, then hold block. If you notice your posture getting high, you can parry the enforcers, but you only want to parry when you see more than one enforcer swinging at a time, because they can feint and mess you up. You mainly want to use the auto parry frames you get from the Enmity to deal with the enforcers. Extra thing to note, his enforcer summon cooldown is approximately 1.5 minutes, so do keep that in mind. It's recommended you save your auto screen for a smoother enforcer cycle when it's about to be off cooldown. For the attack patterns on the Enmity, it's fairly simple. He will always use 3 attacks, then pause for a few seconds, allowing you to get 3 or 4 hits in for free. One important thing to remember is that he can chain 3 unparryable attacks in a row if you choose to parry his grab or heavy swing. But if you roll either of those attacks, he will pause, allowing you to get a few hits in also. If you chose to parry either of his unparryable moves, you want to be careful at which attack he started off with first. If he did a grab, he can follow with a heavy swing right after, which will outspeed your M1 if you swung. You never want to swing right away after parrying a grab, however, if you parry his heavy swing first, you can M1 immediately after since you have enough time to defend against the grab move due to the startup on it. One final thing to wrap things up, if you want to learn the Enmity, I highly recommend you to learn in a team of at least 3 Sacred Fields and a Link Strider support when you're still getting used to all of the attacks. Best case scenario, you have someone in the party that knows how to properly fight the Enmity for backup just in case. Alright, I think I pretty much covered everything in the video. Let me know if I missed anything. Thank you all for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you next time.